Hello and welcome to What Am I Rolling, a twice-monthly RPG one-shot podcast hosted by me, Fiona. This week, I am joined by my friends Sam, Ryan and Sarah for one of the most infamous adventures created for the Wizard of the Coast's Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game. That's right, we're playing Tomb of Horrors. Written by D&D co-creator Gary Gygax back in 1975, this adventure was designed to challenge the skills of both expert players and players who felt their characters could overcome any obstacles thrown at them. There have been many different versions of this particular adventure, but for our one-shot we used the 5th edition version that's found in the Tales from the Yawning Portal module book. Before I get too far ahead of myself, I just want to say, spoiler warning, naturally as we're playing through this adventure there will be spoilers for Tomb of Horrors. If you haven't played or read through the adventure and want to keep it a complete surprise until you do, my advice would be just to pause this episode just now and come back when you're ready. In terms of an overview to D&D game mechanics, the key thing to remember is this. Whenever a character performs an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw, they must roll a 20-sided die, known as a d20. They then add any relevant modifiers or bonuses from their character sheet and see if they can beat an unknown difficulty class, also known as a DC, which has been set by the Game Master. I don't want to get too bogged down in how to play D&D, as I know I couldn't do it justice in the time we have. However, if you're keen to learn more, the basic rules can be found for free on the official Wizard of the Coast Dungeons & Dragons website. That's dnd.wizards.com. And there are a whole multitude of handbooks and guides and adventure books that are available to buy from there. Before the recording, I asked Sam, Ryan and Sarah to prepare level 12 characters using any of the Wizard of the Coast 5th edition published materials. Specifically, I asked them to make characters which were D&D versions of themselves. The reason for this is that this adventure is not your usual hack and slash and run kind of dungeon, and I didn't want any of the players to get stuck in debating about what they would do versus what their character would do. In addition to the starter equipment they all had, I allowed each player the following: 400 gold pieces to spend on additional supplies if they wanted any, 3 healing potions, 2 common and 1 greater, and finally 3 magic items, 2 uncommon and 1 rare, which again they could pick from any of the official Wizard of the Coast's 5th edition published materials. So, for our Tomb of Horrors one-shot, we had Sam, playing a halfling Gloomstalker ranger, whose magic items were a cube of force, a lantern of revealing, and a rope of climbing. Ryan, playing a human wizard, who had a broom of flying, a bag of holding, and a cloak of displacement. And Sarah, playing a human monk following the ways of the drunken master, and who had a sunblade, a cloak of the manta ray, and gauntlets of ogre strength. So quite a varied adventuring party, but clearly one quite capable of taking on any obstacles. All these characters have been brought together by their friend Lady Gwen, a human paladin. Lady Gwen's adventuring company had recently discovered the location of a lost tomb and needed a group of adventurers to go and investigate it. Lady Gwen had sent letters to her friends requesting their help in the matter and said to meet her there at the tomb's newly discovered entrance. One final preemptive comment to say that there are times in this one-shot where players and myself as the GM get the rules wrong or forget something plot-wise. Again, whilst we always endeavour to stick to the rules wherever possible, at the end of the day, we all make mistakes and what matters most is that everyone enjoys themselves. And with all that out of the way, let's begin the adventure. Bright and brilliant colours are seen everywhere. The stones and pigments are undimmed by the passage of decades. The floor of this corridor is a colourful mosaic of stone with a distinct winding path of red tiles, about 2 feet wide, snaking its way south of the corridor. No stonework can be seen on the walls, and the ceiling is 20 feet above. Some sort of cement or plaster has been smoothed over these surfaces and then illustrated. I guess you probably have some light still coming in from, it's still about, I'd say about midday or something. So you see here on the walls, there are scenes that show fields of grazing, a corpse of several wolves in the background. There's workers of various races and strange human and animal mixtures, so a pig human, an ape human, and a dog human going about various tasks. Certain of these frescoes show rooms of some buildings, so a library filled with many books and scrolls, the door of a torture chamber, and a wizard's workroom. There are chairs, windows, boxes, bales, doors, chests, birds, bats, spiders, and all manner of things shown on the walls. Maybe you wait half an hour to see if Lady Gwen turns up, but in some sort of setting. What would you guys like to do?
Well, that's a quick sunset.
Yes, got midday
to sunset. Wow. We really, I must have wandered off. So she's clearly not coming. If I wander over to the central entrance,
yes.
How far down can I see? Does it get dark pretty quickly?
Do you have any dark vision or anything? No, as a human, I don't think you do.
I can get it, but not at the moment. No.
Not at the moment. Okay, you see about 30 feet. Each and then it sort of diminishes into darkness. There's no lights or braziers.
Okay.
Is there anything on the outside walls that we see when we're walking?
The location of this tomb is actually close to a cliff. So this bit is actually a cliff path that you guys have sort of wandered up and down and Steve's crashing it.
So the party that had gone before, they've obviously found these two fake entrances and connect loosely ends. How far into the middle one did they go, or did they not bother?
It didn't say in the letter.
I can see 60 foot. Dark vision.
Okay.
Can I see anything else?
Yeah, sure.
That red thing on the floor. That's like a path.
So that is the 2 foot sort of winding path of red tiles you see.
Okay.
I crack out the lantern of revealing and light it. So I get 30 foot radius bright light and another 30 foot of dim light. And invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're in the lantern's bright light.
Mark off for me one of your oil pints. And you've got that for an hour, correct?
6 hours.
6 hours, even better.
I've got 4 left.
Okay.
No, good to know.
And I'm just gonna light cantrip.
Light cantrip?
Actually, probably not. I'm probably gonna light cantrip Sam's backpack, just to so I can see it in front of me. You know, I'm not blinded myself.
Can I make a dexterity saving throw against him trying to do that?
If you want, go for it.
Yes.
Well, it's a sleight of hand check, I guess. Because is it a light cantrip, so you have to touch his back?
I have to touch it.
Okay, so I say sleight of hand and
I
dexterity.
think there is actually a.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw to avoid. Yeah.
So that's 22.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever rolled that high.
Do you want to maybe ask to do that?
I begrudgingly light my wand up.
Fair enough.
Okay, cool. After you. You see, if you're in front, I can see over you. So.
Yeah.
So you now can see these paintings and stuff on the wall. So you can see the weird human mixtures, going about their various tasks and stuff. The odd sort of door, not fake doorway, but painted doorways of different rooms as you go down this path.
Why? We've got to keep an eye out for traps. So just go slowly. See what you can see. If there's anything really dodgy, I can detect magic, see if I can find anything. But I mean, it's only a 30-foot radius. I'm not very good at that. I mean, if you point at something that's magical, I can tell you if it's magical. But I'm not very good as a radar. Let's just put it that way.
Noted.
So is this your marching order? So it goes Sam, Ryan, and then Sarah.
Well, the thing is, if I go in the middle, I can see over the top of our short man, and then Sarah can jump over the top of us.
Yes.
Just
as a
walk
short
on walls.
I could just run around the walls, yeah.
Sounds
Right, so we'll progress looking for traps then, I guess.
sounds good.
Okay.
So it's investigation. So it's
If you're investigating for traps.
23.
Oh, I'll just leave it to you.
Perception 27.
Okay. Perception?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's investigation, but I was saying that's a lot for...
Investigation is 26.
That's fine. So, funnily enough, just before you step in, you're like, something's wrong just here. And you looked at, and again, it looks like that there's a difference in this tile in front of you. And you suspect that if any weight was put on it, it would probably fall open.
So it wouldn't activate anything, just would go.
Well, you might fall.
The other thing to note
Hey
as
guys.
well.
So I tell them.
The other thing to note. So you're both looking for traps, correct? So
Yes.
what? Describe to me how you're looking. Are you just looking at the floor? Are you looking at the wall? Are you...
I mean, I'm looking. Floor is more important for me. I don't want to step on anything.
I'm looking at the floor.
Okay.
I'll look at the walls.
Okay. So you guys looking at the floor, and I'm guessing you're looking at the sort of this red path going front. You notice that there is it goes off into distance, and if you make a perception check, both of you.
Not great.
Are you sure this is through?
3.
14.
The tiles themselves seem to change, and some words start appearing on the floor. And you read, Aserak congratulates you on your powers of observation, so make of this of what you wish, for you will be mine in the end no matter what. Go back to the Tormentor or through the arch and the second great hall you discover. And that's all you can read. The rest of it sort of trails off down the thing.
Go back to the Tormentor.
Or through the arch and the second great hall you'll discover. Sarah, again looking at the walls, the only thing you do see is that next to where Sam has stopped, you see there is there's sort of an outstanding sort of feature. There's like a two-headed jackal human holding up what looks like a real bronze chest, sort of coming out of the wall. It protrudes from the wall. Looking at it, you can tell that it's hinged on the bottom, so that the lid will swing down if you press like a big button on the top.
So this is on the wall.
So this is right next to where Sam is here, so I'll make a note of it.
Can I prod the floor just to kind of make it give way?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to go well.
No. Do a strength check for me, please.
Okay. Prodding it with my short sword.
Yep.
8.
You sort of like tap at it and it doesn't seem to shift. You probably need to
Something heavier.
Bit heavier, yeah.
No, Brian.
Yeah.
Hey, don't look at me. That's unfair. Why don't you go smash it open?
Hey,
You're
Sarah,
like
could you...
nimble, you could jump out if it fell off.
If it fell off.
If it fell open, you could just jump out of that. With your crazy monk movement, wherever you are.
Just stand next to it. And
I mean, you can't
stand on it.
No, it's okay. I'm not going to stand on it. Right, okay. I'll move forward slightly away from the side of the chest on this side and
Right.
prod it with my quarterstaff.
Perfect.
But I'm not like on it or anything.
Yeah. So you're on the so there's like
I'm standing next
Maybe
to
I'm
it.
halfway up.
So
a
yeah,
wall.
it's sort of here-ish, so you'll be probably so you can get round to the side, and if you want to
Yeah.
prod it with your thing, do a strength.
Can I, before I prod it, can I look at the walls right around it? There aren't any like holes or anything.
Yeah, go for it. Do an investigation
Oh, like
check, for me,
dark
please.
Yeah,
Indiana Jones style.
12.
Can I have a look as well?
Yeah, go for it. You can see what Sarah's looking at.
A 24.
That's
20.
fine.
So yeah, I think everything you go, I must go look as well.
Yeah.
And you notice there, I guess instead of using your thing, you go, and you use your, probably not your sun sword, probably your staff,
Yeah.
to sort of tap at the plaster, because it looks very old, and it falls away to reveal a door.
Because we saw earlier, well, the wording said go back to the Tormentor or through the arch. The Tormentor, you saw we saw the painting on the walls, which was like a door to a torture chamber. Maybe that's what it's referring
Yeah.
to. Maybe we need to see if that's actually a door.
So this was a painting of just a door that you scraped
Right,
off.
okay.
Is it an arched door?
It's not an arch.
Oh, did we come through an arched door?
No.
Okay.
Go further or check the
Well, I
torture?
think check the torture, and also we need to check this chest. So I'm so thorough with these things.
Yeah.
I'm the person who opens all
We
the
should
boxes
open the
on
chest.
these
No,
things.
let's open the chest.
Yeah, I'm going to step back while they open the chest.
Can you magic open the
Okay,
chest?
so
without seeing
I think you.
It's not my it's
okay.
not my sort of.
So
magic.
I think as you sort of looked at the chest properly, you can see that there is a giant needle sticking out of it, about sort of 3 inches. But you can see that again because I think you've both been sort of discussing it, and again the light catches it. You think you should be able to easily disable it. You know, it doesn't seem. It looks like it has been used or it's already been set off, but just to be sure, you probably would have disabled it.
I asked my rope, holding it in one hand. Can you just go and prod the other end? Can you go and just push open the? Could it work like that? Push open the chest with the rope? Like a
I
big
think
old snake.
the way it can push down. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
Cool.
So just rope, go and do it.
And what's your command word for your rope, though?
Oh, I have to have a command rope. Ropey.
Just because I need to know, where are you guys currently?
I would have been stood by the thing on the floor.
I
right?
just scratched the door off. Didn't
So you
I?
scratch the door, so you're opposite.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
warning you guys. I'm doing this before.
Hang on, so why don't you guys sit your characters down? Because then you won't fall over so
I've
much.
got a cape.
I know.
naturally fall over all the time.
Just Sam that always stands up.
My Ewok legs don't let me sit down.
So I was, by the strip on the floor.
Yeah,
So I
that's
was
fine.
looking at that.
Yeah, so are you opposite the chest? Is what I'm asking.
I guess so.
Good to know.
I feel I would have the common sense to get out of the way.
Okay, so because
I'll say that.
Sam's like messing with his rope, so that's fine. Where would you like to go?
I'll go back to like here.
Okay. And Sarah, are you across from the door?
I guess that's where I was. Yeah.
Are you actually next to the door? Or are you?
Did I have a chance to move?
You got rid of the plaster, And then the door is there.
I'm like, guys, I'm just going to do this. Are we all good?
Okay, I don't think it's cheating, but naturally, as myself, I would.
That's fine.
Right.
Go for it.
Okay, so what happens is that the rope sort of snakes its way around, sort of comes out like almost like a head bit, and it sort of pops the thing out. The needle shoots out and hits the wall opposite, not harming anyone, and the sort of lid swings down and opens up.
Yeah.
And you look at it, and there doesn't seem to be anything in there.
Nothing in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, I'm bored of it already. So,
Are you actually looking in there, or are you just walking straight past it?
I guess I'll have a look in it.
You have a look at
I
it.
mean, if you're playing as yourself, you probably would.
Probably won't make a difference.
Alright, do a quick investigation check for me.
24.
God, you're so investigative.
I am.
Level 12.
I'm really bad at perceiving things from a distance, but I'm really focused when I get close.
When you get close up
Yeah.
You should go at the front then.
No, but no, you guys spot it, and then I'll come up afterwards. Let's do it that way. I'm a wizard. I've got none of this armour. I've got a cloak.
good.
Yeah, but it only works on people though.
I'm going to have a look at this torture painting.
Oh yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
have a closer look at the painting
Look.
there.
And
And I have proficiency in painting, so I have, I think, advantage on investigation checks to do with painting.
dream.
That is such a niche thing. I love
I'm
that.
glad it came up.
No, I definitely
Great.
read that. I can find it if you
Oh,
like.
No, I
I just need to place the flood and then I can swim.
If only the sea was coming in. So Ryan, again, you sort of go in and you have a quick look. Nothing in there.
Nothing in
It
there.
looks like it was to deter anyone trying to like get an easy sort of swipe of treasure. Sam, you were looking at the paintings in general, or were you?
Yeah, I'm like, there's good rock early.
So again, looking around here, I don't know if you're moving forward or not.
The torture.
The torture one's sort of like here-ish. It looks pretty painful, like a man bear pig being sort of stretched out, and there's like an owl with. It's like an owl that's with tentacles and stuff like that. It's unusual. It's not been shown in like Waterdeep or Neverwinter or even Glorious Whopping. It's not an artist.
So I've seen that this other door has been opened up. So I'm thinking, maybe there's one over here because of the words. Could you thwack this open, Sarah, with your suit strongness?
What, thwacking the tormentor?
Yeah, maybe first I tap at the walls with my short sword to hear if there's anything that sounds hollow.
And make a perception check.
Oh, no, not good. 9. No, 10.
I got a 10 with a 2.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Good.
amazing.
See everything.
You see, again, you go up close and you can really see the detail and stuff, and you probably knock on it. Maybe a little bit of dust shifts, but nothing, you can't tell if there's anything behind it.
What does the tormentor look like?
You don't know if it is a tormentor, to be fair. There's people torturing each other and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Just going back to the writing. That Acerak name.
Acerak, yes.
Would I know who he was?
Make either a history or arcana check for me.
Well, I'm good at both.
Oh,
We shall
good.
see. That's a 10.
10. Okay. I mean, it's not unheard of.
That's a natural one, right?
Natural one.
But it's 10 with my modifier.
Yeah, but it's a natural one.
Oh, if it's a natural one, then you've no idea who it is. It doesn't spring anything to mind. From what you've seen through this thing, whoever it is clearly a magical person.
Yeah.
Do you
good.
voice that?
I speak out loud.
You're quite okay.
You tend.
I'm quite
Well,
vocal.
I'll think as well if that.
Yeah, go for it. Make a history or arcana check for me.
Both as bad as each other. Let's go for history with 11.
11. You have heard of Acerak. You've had tales told to you when you were younger about an evil wizard who always wanted power, and he finally found a way to make him sort of keep his power beyond death. And you have heard bits and pieces come back about it might be a demi-lich, so a horrible creature is just focuses on power and traps
Evil
souls.
wizard who wants to go beyond death. I think I know the
Yeah,
one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Acerak who must not be named. Yeah.
I shan't name him.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to go over to this door on the side then, and I'm going to
Are
check
you-
the traps.
Are you going up to the door?
Yeah.
So you're on. Are you on the bit of
So
soil?
I thought it was the strip was beyond the door. Is it about where it
It's
is?
in front of the door.
Ah, I should
That-
have known that then. Fine. Well, it seems like Fiona, you want us to jump into this.
No, I
this
don't.
thing. So I'm going to Okay, I'm gonna get into my bag of holding, and I'm gonna get my broom of flying out.
Excellent.
Instead of holding it in one hand,
Yep.
I'm gonna go 1 sec, and I'm gonna step on it.
Excellent.
If I fall, then immediately I'm just gonna use the broom to fly and
So as soon as you step on it,
yeah.
the floor beneath you shakes, falls away.
Yeah.
You use your action to get your broom, and you maybe fall about 5 or 6 feet, but you're fine. So you sort of hover, and you look below, and it's about a 10 feet deep pit, but at the bottom are horrible-looking spikes.
Ooh.
So and you can probably look down, maybe like a skeleton or two. I guess you sort of rise back.
Yeah,
up,
I can just sort of glide down a little bit, just have a look. I've got my light cantrip.
Yeah.
Can I see any like treasure or anything like it?
Make a quick perception check.
6.
6. You nothing.
That's
like
fine. There's nothing down there, guys. Well, apart from spikes.
Yeah.
Horrible spikes. They look really nasty. I'm just gonna float back up again.
So that plate that looked like a trap turned out to be a trap, eh?
Yeah, it turns out. Thank God it was a hole and not something worse.
Yeah.
Well, there's now a big hole in front of the door. Should we give it a try anyway? Go through this door, or should we just keep going down the main corridor?
Yeah, the tormentor thing seems like a dead end for the moment.
Yeah. All right. Well, looking at the corridor just a little bit further from that trap hole, you look like regular solid ground.
So you remind me because you've got your light cantrip on, so that's
So light cantrip is I think
30 bright
30
light.
feet. Yeah. And then
60 total, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it's only 20 feet. So
Okay, that's fine.
And then, but this ground just in front of the hole looks safe enough to.
Make a. What was your perception check again? Sorry.
6.
6. Yeah, it looks fine.
It looks fine. Well, I'm just gonna sort of perch down on it then on my broom, just sort of land on it.
Yep.
Yeah, gingerly.
Yep.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, feels solid. Yeah.
Do one of you guys want to give the door a hit open? Can I see any traps on this door? Or is this?
You don't see anything. It looks
Any one of you guys want to open this one?
Ropey!
Does it have like a doorknob?
No, it just it looks
just
flat. Yeah.
Oh, Ropey's not going to help
Maybe you
much.
can like stroke the outside.
Yeah, Ryan, is there a doorknob? No. Okay.
No doorknob.
And then what details are in the door?
It's been hidden away by the plaster, so it looks quite old and just looks like a wooden door. Nothing special about it.
But I can't see any traps on the door.
You can't see any traps in the door.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to give the door a bit of a push then, see if I can open it.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Opens fine.
No.
And you look, and you see a short corridor about 20 feet. Looks a bit dusty, and you see another door.
Another door. Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like I'm doing lots here, but
Carry on.
you guys want to do something?
Well, can anyone? I can't see very far. What?
Lift me across and I'll have a look.
I mean, this is my broom, but we've been through this before.
Okay.
It's a broom for one.
I know, but
It's really expensive.
Can I throw him across?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Do you want to go across willingly?
He'll probably know. We'll have been through this door before.
Can I make a show, a performance of being really annoyed, but not actually be that annoyed?
Sure, go for it.
This happens every day.
Yeah. Performance.
I make a 12 level performance of like.
Yeah, either like a child. If you want to throw him across, do a quick.
Sarah's got 19.
That's fine. Yeah. It's no problem for you. You just probably grab his backpack and just like what? And you're just like there, and he's sort of thrown across.
Gonna glide in behind you.
Right in behind him. Fine.
Hello.
You guys suck. I hate you all.
Suck.
Yeah.
Come
Okay.
on, let's not get frustrated.
What does this door look like?
It looks very similar to the door you've just come through.
Just exactly.
Yeah.
Traps? Can I check?
Yeah, check the traps.
Quickly check.
So that investigation.
What? 11.
Yeah, it looks like the door.
Okay, right.
Key to these things sometimes is just to be confident.
Yeah, well, you checked. I mean, come on. And I'm going to push it open.
All right.
Look at your character's on his face.
Well, you threw me.
When you open the door, you look in what appears to be a statue across from you. Again, I think what would you say? You just open it slowly or carefully, or do you go straight in?
I'm going in again, looking at the floor.
Looking at
Death floors is a thing.
So you see, it's a mosaic tile sort of thing, maybe actual stone, nothing fancy about this one.
I walk in.
And you walk in, and then you see like a statue of a huge gargoyle across from you. And as soon as you walk in, it comes to life.
Oh no!
And it starts flapping and stares at you. I need you all to roll initiative, though.
Oh. I think they'd be actual fighting.
What's
25 to 20, anyone?
22?
Ooh, very good.
20.
Sam, where are you?
Oh, I got 12.
You got 12. Oh, dear me.
It's not how probability works. I know.
Alright, Sarah, you sort of hear Sam go, shit. And you hear it, screaming. You're not in the room yet, you're still sort of, you're around the corner, but you surmise there is something not great at the other end of the corridor. What would you like to do?
I'm going to run in.
Yep, so...
If I can get past, I'll run up the walls.
Sure. Yeah, I think it looks...
So you can move 60 foot, and if you step the wind, you can move across that.
So remember that these are 10-foot squares, so not 5.
Plenty of space, yeah.
So
Oh, right, so I can, I don't need to run up the
It's
walls.
just showing off now.
Yeah. Yep. So you're now in front of Sam. Yep. And you see this hideous sort of gargoyle like flapping away, and huge wings and like 4 arms.
And then, is there anything, when I have like a super quick look around the room, is there anything else there?
Doesn't seem to be anything else there. You notice there is a door, maybe a door to the left of you.
Okay. Well, I'll go and I'll try and attack it.
Yep, go for it. Roll an attack.
Have a hangover, we don't know.
So, yeah, roll to attack.
Well, you have
It's
that.
too late now.
He's screaming. Don't scream. Right, so I might not grab him from the first one.
So yes, you add that to the attack roll,
Okay, so 29.
That definitely hits.
and then it's a
This is all
D8
this
plus
high-level
7.
stuff.
It's a D8 plus 7 radiant damage.
So 8 plus 7,
15.
15
Mm-hmm.
for my first attack.
That's radiant damage, yeah?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you get second attack
And my second
because
attack.
you double attack as a monk.
So 19 plus 11, so 30.
30.
The second time.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So I was like, that's damage? Bloody hell.
And do I attack with
And
my
then-
sunblade the second time?
Well, that was the attack, yeah. So you get 2 attacks each on blade. That's your regular attack. So you
Yeah.
always get 2 attacks.
Also, okay,
Yep.
so that is 12 damage.
Damage, yep.
Radiant damage.
Radiant damage, good to know.
Yeah, I'm going to do flurry of blows,
Mm-hmm.
which means I can disengage afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So you just sort of, your sunblade is it's like boom, and it sort of attacks, and the first one hits, and you sort of cleave off one of the wings, and it screams at her, and you cleave off the other wing, and screams at her. It's not looking great. He's lost both his wings. You've done quite a bit of damage to him. You've done like 29 points of
I won't
radiant
use
damage.
my key. I'll save it this time, so I'll just make one and not.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. You got it.
13.
13 does not hit. So you vanished again with your blade, and you just like punch, and you try to punch its face, I guess. So it's like no, and it sort of doesn't seem to have made an impact. Ryan, what do you like? You've just seen an amazing sort of speedy Sarah just and a huge sort of blaze of glory, and then it's still up.
This is combat as I love it. You know, the Sarah's in front of me.
Sam,
I'm nice and safe in the hallway.
Sam
I can
did
do the thing. I'm just gonna, here we go again. I'm just gonna land off my broom, put my broom in the bag of holding.
Yep.
Just sort of, it looks quite injured. Fine, firebolt. So I just cantrip over the top of it.
Excellent. I have to roll for that,
I
right?
feel my hair whistling in the wind.
So that's a ranged spell
Ranged
attack.
spell attack.
Sweet.
So that is 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yay! That is 15 fire damage.
15 fire damage, damn. I think Sarah just sort of lands on and just in time because this huge flaming strike just goes straight in and hits it square in the face, and it, again, reels in pain. Again, still not looking good, but still standing.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay put.
Yeah, you're staying put?
I like where I am.
Sam, you've just seen all this happen in front of you. What
How high up are you in the air, Ryan?
I've landed.
And he's landed now, yeah.
I'm gonna shoot at it with my arrow.
Sweet, go for it.
Bows and arrows. I haven't actually written down how many arrows I've got, so I presume
20.
20.
Yeah.
First attack. That's 13.
Does not hit, it sort of gets it off one of its
Can I do
cheeks.
it all? Yeah. Second hit. 26.
Definitely does hit this time.
And I'm a dread ambusher, so if I make attack in the first turn, I can do an additional one. So that my second, third attack is 18.
18 hits, so you got 2 successful
And
attacks.
I've got Stalker's Fury, so once per turn can turn a miss into a hit.
Okay,
So I got
go
3
for
hits.
it. Damn. Whoa!
Jammy.
How I do? Okay. And that miss that turns into it does an extra d8. So
Bloody hell.
6 plus 4 for the first one. 10 and
10. What kind of damage? Sorry, before you.
Oh, piercing, I presume. Is
Okay, good to know. All right, second.
4.
4 in total.
8. 8. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Haven't played
Just
D&D
good to
for a
know.
while, sorry. And then the third one is again 8.
All right, so that's 26 piercing damage. I don't think this gargoyle knew what was coming. Like, it was ready to take on a very small halfling, only to be cut aside by a monk and then firebolted, and then this small halfling stands upright, a huge volley of arrows, and it sort of gets into its chest.
You draw all 3 arrows at once and fire.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe one ricochets off the wall and hits him anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The one that initially missed goes into the back of the head.
Yeah.
And with that, like the final sort of blow, it just and just crumples to the ground, dead.
Woo.
You're out of initiative.
That was fun.
Dungeon Raiders! Yeah!
Yay!
Whoop, whoop. Guys, did it look like it was sort of like an animated thing, or was it like an actual creature? Like, what are we doing here?
Ryan comes up from behind.
Wizard it. I'm going to wizard the hell out of it. What was it? I want to know all about it.
All right, do a nature check for anyone who wants to know what it was.
Okay. 18.
18?
12.
Oh no, sorry, that's a 6. That's a 15. Sorry.
15, 12.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. So you guys, all of you, you've probably faced these creatures before in previous adventures. These are gargoyles. And you know that they are the vessels of evil, so they normally obviously look like statues, but if they're usually protecting something. One on its own is unusual, perhaps, especially in a dungeon. They're normally up in big rocky areas, so like mountain tops, perhaps, or even like old churches, in towns.
That's weird. But that's good because it means it's probably guarding something. Mm-hmm. So, look for treasure, guys. This is a good start.
All right. So, if you want to look for treasure, investigation check.
That's what I'm good at.
Oh, natural 1.
I mean, you're like, yes, I am powerful.
15.
15. Yep.
I pick up my arrows and then 18.
18. Yeah, so I think the most obvious thing you guys are drawn to is like around the gargoyle's neck is a collar, and it seems to be studded with 10 gleaming gems.
Ooh.
And again, having a quick look at it, you can tell these are like blue quartz gems, and they're quite like a big size. Like at a rough estimate, you think they're like maybe 80, 100 gold pieces each. That's what it is.
In the bag, guys. Pop open the bag. It's all right. We'll get our share later. Promise.
Yeah, and that's all you find in this room.
Okay, there's nothing on the walls.
Nothing on the walls.
What about that door? Is it arched?
No, it is not arched.
Oh,
it looks very similar to the doors you've come through twice now.
Okay.
But there's no other. There doesn't look like any other treasure.
Not in this room.
Okay.
What about on the ceiling?
You look up really hard. It looks like a normal ceiling.
Are there any other dimensions we can...
I catch you looking at the ceiling, and I'm like, yeah, you so totally could run on that ceiling. I reckon this room's small enough.
I waddle over to the new door.
Yeah.
Anything special about it?
Are you looking for traps? Are you listening at it?
I will look for traps.
All right. Yep. Investigation check.
That is 19.
Looks empty.
Okay, I'm going. Hey guys, I'm just going to try the door now. Push it open.
No problem.
Just an empty room.
Small room beyond is empty and appears to have no other exits.
Oh.
Ceiling? Again, same old.
Can we hear
Oh,
anything?
sorry, my bad. There was 2 doors. I did think there was 2 doors.
Okay.
Sorry, so
Yeah,
yeah,
it's fine.
my bad.
Can we hear anything at all?
Make a perception check, Chloe.
Limbs.
I assume you've got all our passive perceptions.
14.
Yes, I do somewhere. 14. No, doesn't. You can't seem to hear anything.
Okay. But there's nothing in. I don't like the idea. There's just a room with nothing in it.
I wiggle my lantern of revealing in just to check.
Don't see
No,
anything.
nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you want to try the next one?
Yeah, I'll passively look at the other door.
Yeah, I'm
You're
just gonna.
just gonna look at it? Or are you
Yeah.
going in?
I'm just gonna hide behind the wall just in case. I bravely hide.
You brave for having it.
Yeah.
It looks impressive. You guys are used to this. It happens on all the adventures. There's one moment where Ryan hides behind a wall.
Right.
And,
It's fine. I can see round it.
yeah.
I'm just going to passive perception and then push open this door too.
Another door.
So many doors. Again, walking, ceiling,
Yep.
floor,
Seems
door,
fine.
passively
Yeah.
push open.
Doesn't seem to be anything in that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are any of the doors behind us closing?
No.
Why would there be so many little rooms? This is so strange. I'm just gonna on a hunch here. I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and see if I can find anything. So,
Go for it.
spell slot. I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me, and I see a faint aura around an invisible creature object in the area that bears magic.
How big is that again? 30 feet?
30 feet, but admittedly, so it's I can keep it on me for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
But it can't go through more than 1 foot of stone.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
I can. It's kind of like as I can see, really.
Yeah, that's fine. So again, you can tell in this room doesn't seem to be anything magic. I assume he follows Sandal's.
Yeah, I put my head in this room, in that room.
Poke your head in this room.
Ones.
You take a second. Nothing magical in here. You
This is weird. I'm doing that thing where I'm like pointing around.
yeah, you'll wand with the light cantrip on.
Yeah.
Sam, what are you doing? You going for again?
Yeah, passively.
I can't. There's nothing I can sense. I don't think we're like being. We're not being teleported or anything.
It's the only thing would be is that if there's something at the like in the end and then all the doors close.
So you go for again. Again, seems empty.
I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow behind, just poking around.
I hear Sarah saying this.
So we should all probably stay in the same room as we're going through the doors, maybe. Unless, it depends.
They're all 10 feet by 10 feet.
Yeah.
These rooms, just so you know. Again, it looks identical to the last couple of rooms we've been in.
Okay, just keep trying.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Similar room.
Guys, you would never guess what's here. Okay,
So you push through to the final door and you're back into the big room with the gargoyle.
But what if we look back?
Yep.
What would we
You
see?
now see that there was a secret door there, hidden within the thing,
and
but
it
it
was
was
just
only
stone
open one
colour.
way. Yeah.
I think we're being trolled, guys.
Hey, look, we've picked up almost 1,000 gold worth of
Should we
collar
just
there,
have
so
that?
we've. You know what? If you want to trick me with like little rooms and give me treasure like that, I'll do that any day. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right, onwards.
Did we tap the walls for secret doors?
We had a look around.
Yeah.
And can I tap with my quarterstaff on the?
Yeah. You tap.
Suspicious.
Yeah. There's nothing suspicious in this room. You can go back to the other rooms if you want to try.
Yeah.
So you tap all around there.
Yeah.
Nothing in there. Have you done these rooms? You haven't
Yeah.
done that final room if you want to try it.
Yeah, I would like to.
Right. Do a perception check for me, please.
Always give up too soon.
Oh, damn. 6.
6.
No. 8.
Doesn't seem to be anything in here.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there's nothing in there. There's nothing in there.
Yeah. Nothing in there.
I'm not very observant.
All right. So I'm guessing you all go back to the main.
Yeah.
Corridor?
After you, Ryan.
I assume you all managed to get back over that small
Yeah,
that thing.
I
right?
presume Sarah's
If needed,
through
I
me.
can get
Alright,
the
okay,
room.
Yeah.
Either with
Okay,
glass and whatever.
60-foot vision.
So-
I start walking forward, looking.
So where are you? So are you going down this way, or are you going to the other side?
I'm going to follow the red path.
Follow the red
I'm
path.
going Ding, because it's
How
curvy.
far are you going?
Into the trap is the answer.
Yeah, let's say gingerly.
Mhm.
I'm going to go 30 foot.
I'm sort of following behind, but I've still got my detect magic out, so I'm sort of
Mhm.
keeping an eye out as I go for anything magical.
Okay. You can't sense anything magical coming up
I
here.
can. What's the point in seeing everything if there's nothing to see?
So you get a bit more of words on the floor. Shun green if you can, but night's good colour is for those of great valour. And if shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice aught but a loop of magical metal. You're well along your march. And again, it continues on.
Who wants to write that down?
Shun green.
Shun green.
Night's colour.
Night's colour, as in the night sky.
Can I designate someone else as writing this down, because I'm.
So you're making notes as you go on, like a Serac in big letters and like.
So I'm painting it.
Is there any more kind of pictures in the wall on the wall?
It's more of the same stuff. Again, a bit more harvesty stuff now. There's like bringing the crops, the changing of the seasons and stuff. Maybe the odd like rooms, or like there's like the one across from Sam just now is probably like a living room, I guess. But again, you probably look at, and you're trying to look from before. It doesn't look like there's anything behind this way either.
But like, so do you want to take? If you take the left wall, I'll take the right wall, and then Sam, if you do the floor,
Yeah.
and then we'll kind of just sort of
So,
work our way.
Sarah,
Yes.
as you pass this square, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
No. Oh dear, it's not great. 16.
16.
No, 15. Sorry.
15. So again, I guess because you're a monk ability, you feel the ground shift beneath you, and you just jump out the way, and there's another pit
Oh my gosh.
of spikes that appear beneath where you were.
Okay.
You fall over in relief.
That's not good. Come on, that was your job. Floor. Look at the floor.
I didn't see it. Okay, I look at the floor with a renewed vigour.
All right, do an investigation check for me, please.
And I'm checking the right wall.
Right wall?
If possible.
14.
15.
I'll check the other wall.
Sorry, not investigation, perception check. Sorry, my bad.
Equally, 15.
15. So you, as you go right, and you turn around and you realise just next to you, right in the middle, is another similar looking floor. Does not look like a floor.
So most of the traps have been not along the red line.
Is there something over that one?
Yeah.
So, and you guys are looking at the walls and stuff, or
Yeah.
So
similar sort of thing. You can't see any. There doesn't seem to be any holes in the plaster that you may think arrows might come out of. There doesn't seem to be anything like that.
Can I tap ahead of me with my quarterstaff as I go?
Yep. So are you on the walls or on the
On
floor?
the wall.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
The light sort of reveals the end of the path. How far are you guys going down?
So I'm always about 5 foot behind
Yeah, just gradually.
our halfling friend, but again I'm using the detect magic as well as like checking out this right wall.
Alright, Sam, as you fit your feet hit the thing, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
I was gonna 20.
20, yeah. So that's fine. Again, you sort of feel it go, and again, you probably so you sort of dash off to the left, perhaps, and another pit opens up.
My previous theory about it being safe on the road is false.
Funny.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, go on then. I'm gonna come to the front.
Yep.
And I'm gonna systematically firebolt the floor. So like in a sort of pattern. So like every sort of 5 feet across from left to right in front, just like basically blasting the floor a bit to see if I can find any like. As I go along.
Brilliant. So you are you going straight towards the end part there?
I'm standing there. I think firebolt's got a decent range.
That's fine. I didn't know if you were moving as well. That's cool.
So I'm standing there, just.
So you managed to spend maybe 2 minutes doing this, sort of making sure everything's done, and you notice that this one is also different to the other ones, but then these ones seem fine.
Okay. And the time everyone go, you really should get a wand. Really handy.
So I'll tell you what you see though at that end. There is a stone archway filled with a veil of thick vapours. The stones on either side of the base and the keystone protrude slightly from the stones around them. And as you are sort of moving within this area, they light up. On the left-hand base one glows yellow, the right-hand side is orange, and the keystone, which is 7 feet above it, goes blue. On the wall before you is a relief sculpture of a devil face formed of mosaic tiles. The face has a huge O of a mouth, inside which the space is a dead black. Your detect magic is still operational, and as soon as you sort of come within this area, I am assuming that you've sort of moved over a little bit.
Well, now we know whether we can kind of just jump over.
You feel from this, radiating from this sort of the mouth of it, it's not good. You feel like it's a place of desecration, of just really bad vibes from it.
Like necromancy sort of stuff.
Bad juju.
Yeah, don't go near that. That's something evil in that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So ignoring that just for a little bit then. So what the colours? We've got yellow, blue and orange.
So yellow. So the left-hand base one is on the left.
So there's yellow on the left, orange on the right, blue on top.
Exactly.
Okay.
And actually, because you've now finished the trail, I'm guessing. So it says 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall. So check the wall. These keys and those most important of all, and beware trembling hands and what will maul. If you find the false, you'll find the true, and into the columned hall you'll come, and there's a throne that's key and keyed. The iron men of visage grim do more than meets the viewer's eye. You've left and found my tomb, and now your souls will die.
Okay, so basically we've got a shun green if we can.
Well, that's good. We've seen a lot of green.
Night's good colour is for those of great valor. Could that be blue? I don't know.
Bluish purple.
Or black.
Lead to fortuitous fall. So
Okay.
check the wall.
Can I have a peek? Because I've kind of blown away the ground sort of around them. Can I have a look inside and see if any of the halls have something different?
So you've not you can tell where the traps are. You've not set them off.
Right.
Yeah. So you can set them off. Probably need to do a strength check to make sure they go off.
Sarah, can you do the honours?
Can I do where? Which ones?
Just, I want to see what's inside them.
So this one.
I reckon two of them are good.
All right. So the one
Can
closest
I
to
check
the
the
head.
wall though, Neil?
Yeah, absolutely. Do a perception check for me.
Oh Christ. 5.
Looks like this one's got like maybe a couple of like bird-faced men playing poker. Doesn't look anything.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stand as far away from it as possible and then
Yep.
whack it with like the long lens.
All right, just make an attack roll against it then with your whatever you're using.
I have to say, 14.
14. Yeah, so you manage to sort of whoocha, and it falls through, and again it looks very similar to the one that Ryan almost fell down, which was full of spikes, about 10 feet down.
Okay, I'll do the other one, but I'll check the wall first.
Yep. Again, so we'll use the same perception check. Again, you saw it's just like a bookcase of like books and spells and stuff. Roll to attack the thing again.
13.
So this takes a little bit more of your strength. So you sort of like you put your back into it, and again falls down. Similar looking thing. Spikes pointing upwards, 10 feet deep.
Can I have a look at the walls as well?
Yeah, go for it.
I think it's probably wise.
Just investigation? Or?
Yeah, investigation. Yeah.
I think these two have got it. They're pretty intelligent.
11.
11. See the exact thing that Sarah sees.
Can I have a look at these paintings again?
Absolutely.
There's something about paintings. Could be
Investigation?
Yeah, perception. Yeah, investigation. Sorry.
Still not brilliant. 13.
13. Same sort of thing.
So, well, I'll keep going and I'll kind of.
So you.
Yeah.
So I'll make
Check
you.
the
So you open up all the bits, and they look again.
They all look the same. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
It's like the old skeleton in one and stuff like that, but there's nothing.
Oh, well, hang on. So I'm going to go back to the pit, because I know where these all are.
Yeah,
right?
you figured
So,
out where these are.
I'm going to go
All
back to
5
the
pits.
pit that had the secret door. And I'm going
Yeah,
to
the
see
door next to it. Yep.
the door next to it. So, but was that a secret door, or was it just an actual door?
So the plaster that Sarah passed away with her, she could tell the plaster was different. So she and it revealed this door.
Can I have a look and see if I can work out what the picture was before it was?
It was just a picture of a door.
It was just a picture of a door.
Yeah, it's
There was
nothing
a door
special.
behind the picture of a door.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, should we see if we can do anything with that arch then? I don't like that thing. Yeah.
I think if you can I.
So the arch does. You do get a sense of magic from the arch, but compared to this, the stone face with the black hole for its mouth just feels too bad. Yeah, you just like no thanks. The arch, you can sense there's something from it, but you can't tell what it is.
Okay. This archway then.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just opens up into a room behind it?
You can't see. There's these big like veil of vapors that you can't see through, and you can see there are these 3 stones that are glowing and then slightly protruding out of it. What do you think, Sam?
These stones.
Yep.
Are they stuck on the wall? Or are they?
So you go up to it and you can feel and you can think you can press them into the wall,
Okay.
back into the arch. They protrude out of it slightly.
I mean, the blue is probably closest to night, I'd say.
Yeah.
Do you want to give that one a go?
Are you pressing just one of them, or are you pressing all of them?
Oh. Ooh.
Unless. So what does it say? So it says the night's good colour, it's of great valour. And there's a huge thing of energy that's black at the end of the wall.
It's a stone face. It's like a demon's face,
the mouth,
black and green, and it's like the black hole. It's like it's as if it's about to eat something.
Yeah. If I go like close-ish to it, can I see anything in it?
And you should describe exactly what you're doing with this bit.
So I'm
I'm
about
still
sort of 5 feet away. If I just sort of shine the light on it.
So you're putting your wand into it.
No, I'm not going in it.
All right.
Just sort of, can I see
Cool,
it? Because
that's-
I've got
that's
20 foot of...
Yeah. I'm just making sure. So as you get closer to it, it doesn't get any brighter. The light seems to be like sort of
That's
ending.
weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird. Can I pick up some debris from the floor
Mhm.
and then like throw it in?
Yeah. Like maybe good size, like about the size of your palm. You throw it in. You don't hear anything. You don't hear them land. You don't hear them skitter around the outside or anything like that. They don't hit anything.
I'm getting all the magical heebie-jeebie wizard stuff.
Technical
Don't like
terms.
Should we try that other route?
Well, can you go through the mist, or is that...
Yeah, it's not blocking anything. It's like a big fog, if anything, but you can't see into the place beyond there.
Do you want to give it a go? Or...
You say to Sam. It's about 10 foot across, this arch, and the red mosaic tiles go off to the right-hand side and through the place. There's space to go through on the red path, and there's space to go through not on the red path.
Oh, right.
I think the demon space is black and green.
Yes.
And so we're shunning green, but black could be night. Valor we're showing by interacting with the demon face.
I just don't like it. Okay, can I throw some more debris through the arch?
Through the arch? Yep. So you throw it in, and you hear from behind you, like, some skittering of debris.
Ah, it's like a loop teleport.
So you throw the debris, and you turn around because you hear it, like, hit something hitting this side at the beginning of the corridor.
So it like links the tormentors around here. Maybe.
So if we go through and then look at the tormentor wall again, maybe it'll have changed after us going through.
Yeah, give it a go. Why not?
Yeah.
All right.
After you.
So you're all going through?
I'm not going first.
I'm not... You go...
You never go first.
Yeah.
I've just been going first this whole thing.
Sam, do you want to go first? Actually, I'll throw Sam in.
Good.
I make a performance. No. Okay, I get chucked through.
I feel so bad if you die.
All right.
I think we've got to go through, don't we?
Yeah.
Are you chucking him via the red path or off the red path?
What do you want? I ask you whilst I'm picking you up.
So I'm saying that it goes off to the archway is 10 feet. The path goes to the right of it, but goes through, and so there's space to go through, not on the red path.
Where did you throw your stones?
If she to
In the demon's mouth.
Oh, did you?
So you threw it in both here and the arch, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which one
that's
walked
what-
out of which one?
I would probably...
The second one was through the arch, was it?
Well...
That skittered round here.
Yeah.
But when I threw it through the arch, but I've gone through left or right, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, do you want to try again?
I'll throw some more debris through the pathway.
Through the path? Doesn't appear.
Okay, I pick up one and throw it the other side.
It is.
Okay, right.
Gotta go.
So you're going via off the path.
So if you go off the path, you'll probably end up over here.
Yeah,
Do you want
but
to test it?
I'm going to walk through the arch on the left side, so not on the path.
Oh, you're only just going
Just
for
pushes
it.
him past.
I'm not picking you
I've
up.
got an idea, I've got a theory.
So disappears, and suddenly,
Yeah.
okay.
right at the beginning of the corridor, Ryan just appears. Like, as if you just carried on walking, and nothing changed for you. You just went through, and you look back. There's no archway behind you,
Yeah.
but you're in the corridor.
Yeah.
And you see these two, like, you see Sarah holding up Sam ready to throw him through.
Yeah, it's something teleport. I'm just saying this as I come back. It's
Guys!
it's something teleporty. I think if the colours have got to change something, what happens here, right? If you press a colour, maybe it'll take us to somewhere different.
Does anything look different to you now? I shout back.
Nothing looks different.
No, you're not like.
No, it's still all horrible.
Alright.
Well, we've got to avoid green and stuff like that. Press the blue, see what happens.
So yeah, the blue's the top keystone there. Press it, and it just goes in. Fades from being blue, but nothing changes in the mist.
Well, I'll walk through the same thing
On the same side,
on the same side.
back to the top of the corridor. And as you do that, the keystone pops out, returns to being blue. So Ryan walks down the corridor a bit more.
Inside now.
Maybe whatever we press, if we're not on the red path, then we will always pop back, whatever we do.
Yeah.
Well, one of you guys can have a turn now. I've done this twice.
Yeah, that's fair.
Left stone is yellow, right stone is orange, keystone is blue. I mean, any of you can make just a straightforward intelligence check.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Like you've been looking at this thing for about 20 minutes now. And like, well, no, like Ryan has appeared back and stuff. No, it's just out of interest. Like
Okay, 14.
14 for you.
5.
So
I'm deep in my spell book.
you're deep in the spell book. Okay. So I think Sarah, you would probably clock it first. Is that you probably have to press in a number of this, like a sequence of stones, maybe not just one or two, but a certain combination will change something, maybe open up a new path.
And from stuff that we've seen on the walls of the corridor, would anything give me a clue?
There's no archways, there's no doorways, there's no, other than the doorway that you saw here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No colour, no specific
There's no
colour
specific,
pattern.
there's not like a lot of yellow or anything like that.
Right.
Well, so I'm assuming you're gonna sort of talk this through.
Yep.
I'm gonna go back up to that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Okay.
So if it's a magic item or some other magic-imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them.
Push Sarah out the way a little bit. You're like, I've got this. You take it. It's like a ritual, isn't it? So like 10 minutes to sort of.
I can.
Oh, you casting it as a spell.
It's 1 minute. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'd say that you realise this is like an arch of teleportation, and you probably surmise that again, as Sarah did, like push the stones in certain order, and you go on whichever path you want. You will end up somewhere. If it's not correct, you'll end up presumably back where you were, but then you're not sure because then when you threw stones, I don't know if they didn't come back, so you're not 100% sure what it is, but you can tell that.
But it's definitely a thing of teleportation.
It's and if you've also been through it several times now, like
okay,
so
that's fine. Can I also cast it on the? So I forgot I had this far. Can I cast Identify on whatever?
Yeah, absolutely. So you turn around and it clicks exactly what it is. It is a sphere of annihilation.
Oh.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Right, I was trying
Which
to...
bit is that then?
Yeah. So you are aware that any matter that goes through that instantly dies and disappears.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Not that way.
That's really bad. If I put my wand in there, I would have been screwed. Just disappeared.
And again, you probably surmise that, oh, well, it is a dungeon. It would have caught anyone unawares because reading that thing, they were like Shun Green, whatever, go the Tormentor and stuff. So and you would surmise again that the Tormentor would probably refer to this demon.
Go back to the Tormentor through the arch. So when we get it right and come back via the arch, the Tormentor will be slightly different.
Maybe.
Or gone.
It won't be a horrible sphere of annihilation.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, unless I think we're guessing at the colours on the arch, aren't we? So why don't we?
So
just...
what combination?
Been through off the road. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, okay.
Have you been on or?
both off the road.
Yeah, okay. Staying off the
Do you
road.
want to just try going on the road? and see
No,
what
not
happens?
really. That I don't think that's right. If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice. So I read that as if you're on the road, then it's going to end in a bloody mess, and you're wise to avoid it. But I might be wrong.
Unless you've got a magical metal
Yeah.
which we haven't found yet. So let's not stay on the track.
Okay. So when I identified this teleportation,
The arch, yeah.
did he give me any hint as to what that combination
You're
might be?
finishing.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like you probably
like how many numbers? or whatever.
you think pushing all 3 stones in will give you an answer.
Okay.
It's like a password or something.
Right. Well, I'm just sort of I'm in amongst my own thoughts now. So I'm going to thinking of night. So maybe like day going to night. I'm going to go yellow, orange, blue.
Yellow,
In the sense
orange,
the sun,
blue.
like sets
Yep. So you go
and
left.
goes down.
Yep. So left, right. Nothing changes in the arch.
Okay.
Do you want to go through it?
I'm going to walk through on
Walk.
the path.
Oh shit.
On the path.
Yeah.
All right. No, it's fine. On the path. Okay. You are teleported, but you don't appear back here. So you appear in this very small 10 by 10 room,
Okay.
along with the debris.
Gone.
He's gone. He's not appeared back.
Well, you're okay.
So this
Actually,
miserable
you can do this.
cubicle appears to have absolutely no means of egress. 3 iron levers, about 1 foot long, protrude from the south wall, and they look like this. If you think of it as a grid, there's 3 levers here, and they can go side to side and up.
Oh, wow. Oh no, it's a slide puzzle. So there's nothing else I can see in this room.
Nothing else you can see in this room. It's like there's no other exits. It's like you can see the stones where you left from before. So what do you guys do? Ryan does not appear back.
Crap. Should we do the same combination follow? He hasn't appeared earlier in the corridor.
But he might have just died. Like we don't know.
No, that's true. I don't know why.
And obviously, as he goes, the keystone and the 2 stones come back out, pop out, and they have the colours again of yellow, orange, and blue.
I'm thinking of trying to get it because I like the thought process that you have, but staying off the road.
I'm going for that.
Okay, we better. Do you want to go at the same time or not? Depends.
So,
Okay.
so what are you doing? So yeah,
I'm doing the same combination as Ram, but I'm not going through on the red route.
you're not going for in the red room. Okay. So again, it doesn't change.
I'm really nervous.
No, it doesn't change.
Okay.
If she does, I'm going to say if she doesn't appear back in the front, I'm going to do the same.
She appears back at the
Oh, right,
corridor.
okay.
Yeah, that's why I just double checking my head what I said, what I
Yeah,
put down.
fine.
So you go through, and again the keystone's going. What are you doing, Ryan?
I'm trying to puzzle this out. I'm
Yeah.
sort of-
So you can maybe you can test one of them, and you can tell they can all go up or all go horizontally.
Okay, I'm gonna push all 3 of them up and see what happens.
Push all 3 of them up. Good. So doing them all up, you feel like a sudden change, and looking up, there is a small trapdoor that opens about 10 feet up into a small, what looks like a crawl space.
10 feet up. Slowly fly up and have a look.
Yep, fine. Again, the crawl space, so
On my
it
broom.
sort of goes this way and then turns right-ish.
Well, I'm just going to slowly following it with my light, just perceiving, see if I can see any
Right,
traps
make
or anything like that.
Yeah, make a perception check then for me, please.
4.
4. No idea, but you follow the path round. So it takes you about maybe 10-15 minutes. Are you on your broom? Because it's quite a small crawl space.
Well,
Are you
if it is a crawl space, then I can get off there.
Yeah,
But
that's fine. I'm just making sure you weren't flying. Yeah, you're flying out the
I
hole.
don't climb.
That's
Right?
fine.
That's my big thing. If
That's-
that's 10 feet down. That's too far.
So you sort of make your way, and you guys, again, I guess you're still puzzling out. You hear sort of a and a fake wall that was in this pit. You sort of climb out, and you're next to the spikes. You can hear these guys sort of muttering to themselves that, about the arch and that you've not come back.
Well, I'm going to get on my broom and ascend with my light behind them and just, you guys still here?
Oh,
Come on.
yeah.
Ah,
So yeah, you turn around and you see Ryan. Maybe a few cobwebs in his hair, perhaps a bit dusty, but otherwise looks unhurt.
what did you find?
Very small room with some levers. I put them all up and I came back here.
Did you try putting them down?
No.
You want to go do that?
Well, you can give it a try if you want.
You got
Do the
fine
same
broom.
combination as
Can I-
me
can
and
I-
then go on that path and you'll end up where I was. There's no danger.
Can I borrow your broom?
We've had this conversation.
Just for a second, I'll give it back.
You've got a rope that can poke things.
That's true.
They could drag you through, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's obviously more then. I'm kind of stuck here, so I'm gonna. There's how to get into that secret passageway. Was it spikes?
So the spikes down there, you probably can climb down if you're being careful about it. I probably need to make
Oh.
you make a acrobatics check to get down there. Just make sure you don't slip and hurt yourself. But you probably, like from what Ryan described as the crawl space stuff, you should be easily able to get up there.
Why don't you go through the teleportation thing?
Because I'd rather see it from a height. I'd like to climb into the top and then try throwing stuff down.
Oh, so that's one of the fortuitous falls then, maybe. Because there's a fall, but there's a way up.
Oh, maybe. Then you would have ended up in that room. Which means that there's
18?
probably
Yeah, fine.
another way. Like,
So yeah, Sam makes it down
Yeah.
fine, like I guess using a bit of the rope as well. So you get to the top and you see exactly what I described before. There's like a very miserable cube. The levers are all currently in the upright position just now.
Okay, I am gonna jump down
Okay.
and just shout back. I'm gonna try to go down.
You guys don't hear that. Seems very far away.
Okay, great.
Do you want to surprise him? Because we could just use it.
You could, but I want to check one of these other. I want to check one of these other ones by climbing down.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Yeah,
So which one are you climbing down? Which pit are you climbing down
one
into?
that's against a wall. So I'll start with.
That one? Yeah, make just a clean dexterity check just to just make sure that you get down safely.
So 19 plus 5, 24.
24.
24. So yeah, you easily slide down, and again, just looking around, nothing there.
Okay, I'll climb back up.
Yep, fine, because again, you're monk.
Yeah.
So Sam, you're in this room.
Okay, I'm gonna tie some rope, not the magic rope, not ropey, normal rope, to my grappling hook.
Yeah.
Put it on the top of the bit and kind of abseil down and try and push the levers down.
All three of them down.
Same time.
Same time? Yep. So as you do that, the ceiling closes. It gets stuck on your grappling hook, so I'll need you to make a check of that. The floor beneath you disappears, and you look down, and it just looks endless pit.
Okay, I push them up. Push them up.
I need you to first make a strength check to make sure see if the grappling hook doesn't get crushed by the trapdoor.
11.
11. It's starting to bend slightly, but it's just there. You manage to flip them up in time, and slowly but surely the door comes back up. And are you pushing them all the way back up? Or are you just pushing them
Yeah,
all the way back up? Yeah, so as you do that, the trapdoor moves back to its open position, but your grappling hook it won't be functional.
Oh.
Okay.
And you can put yourself on the floor. You can tell it's safe there.
At this point, I'm bored.
Meanwhile, yeah.
So I'm going to use the same combination and step through.
On which path?
Oh, Jesus.
On the red thing.
On the red thing.
I'm going to go join him.
Well, hopefully the floor's there again.
You make that same combination of yellow, orange, blue.
Yeah.
And suddenly it appears in the cubicle is
Jesus Christ!
Hi. What you found?
Don't put all of them down, otherwise bottomless pit below us.
Oh, really?
And
So it opens up in the sphere depending on which direction we push.
I think so. But
Your light did go down a few feet. I assume you have some light, actually.
I have my umbral sight.
Oh no, you've got your lantern. Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Clipped about.
Yeah, clipped your belt.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could see down to it. So it didn't. And again, I'm saying your detect magic is fading just now. You can't feel any.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah, would it
only last for.
Yeah, and you would have felt there was something beneath. Within 30 feet.
Not good down there.
No, it's fine. Sorry, it's not
Great,
fine.
great.
It seems to be a pit,
Everything's horrible.
but it's not as bad as what you felt back
fine.
in the corridor.
What happened to your grappling hook?
Yeah, you pick it up and it's completely crushed. Like, it looked really beautiful. You put a lot of money and hard work into it. It doesn't look like it's
Can I
useful anymore.
attempt to use the mending cantrip on it?
Oh,
to
you
see if
totally
I-
can.
And
You
I just
straight
crossed it
out.
out.
Yeah. So you put your hand on it and slowly but surely it sort of comes back. It looks like it's still a little bit dented, I'll say, but it does look like
Thanks,
it can
man.
be used.
All right. Don't
And
use
Ryan does
worries.
this all the time on adventures. If there's something that's a little bit of like sewing that needs done, you just done. You know.
Okay.
Sarah, what are you doing?
Meanwhile, can I climb down this hole?
Yes, you can climb down this hole.
Thank you.
Nothing there. It's
Oh,
still
what?
spikes and stuff.
What about this one?
Climb down there.
Yeah.
Other than the skeleton that they saw before, there's no treasure. Doesn't seem to be any secret doors. No, nothing.
And we did find a fortune in the thing, so yeah, maybe. Okay, cool. Well, I'll scurry this way.
All right, so you go down to that last
I don't like
pit.
this magical thing.
Yeah, so you go down and you make your way.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah, the monk appears.
So we're not pressing them all down,
No.
because then a seemingly bottomless pit opens up that
Do
almost
you want to
fell
go
into.
right or left?
What with these things?
Yeah.
Well, we can't go left or right because they'll bash into each other.
Oh, are they all just up down ones? They can't.
They can go
Right.
sideways as well. Like I put them there for now, but you could just like slide them in wherever. Like because it's like a grid. Yeah.
We could in theory go left and right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
because that one would go that way and.
Yeah.
should we put them in the same three-way pattern but vertical, and then shift them all to the left?
I like
So-
your thought.
so
Then
it's-
we could see if we could get a side wall open.
Yeah.
So is Sarah you climbing down into this?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
I
climb
don't wanna
down.
Get trapped.
Yeah. So you're all sort of. So you got the 3 levers. They're all up.
So right, where should we go? Left or should we go right?
Always go left.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Maze theory, that.
I'm
Always
going
go
to
left.
lever them now instead of moving them in the grid. I'm going to lever them to the left.
Yep. So once you start messing around with it, the top of it closes. All shifting to the left. Nothing happens.
Bollocks.
Maybe right. Right is always right.
Let's try
Yeah,
right.
Right. Nothing happens.
It's an American to British translation. Do you guys know how much a pound is in weight? So, do you know how much you guys would weigh, roughly?
In pounds.
Yes. There is logic to this. to
Yes,
this
whether you
madness.
can carry us when it all goes peaked on.
What worse, we could always, if we are doing the down one and having a look down in the pit, was that what you meant?
Yeah, Ryan could go do that whilst we chill in the crawl space.
We could tie your ropey to one of the things.
I'll leave us so we don't fall.
Yeah.
That's clever. Yeah. Ropey.
Well, so I was thinking, you guys could get on my broom as well. It could take £500, but I don't know what that actually is.
I'd say through your adventuring, so you managed to at least have one of them on, but not both at the same time.
All right, fine.
Could I climb? Is there anything to hold on to on the walls, or are they
Smooth.
10 foot.
It's 10 foot. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast fly
Yep.
on Sarah,
All right.
and I'm gonna begrudgingly look at you, like, kind of get on the broom with me.
Okay. So you sort of hover
How long
slightly.
can I fly for? It's not going to suddenly finish and then die.
Goodbye.
I think it's a long time.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
So
But it
now-
is a concentration one, correct?
It is a concentration spell.
Okay,
up,
stay
to,
here.
up to 10 minutes.
Are we going down?
Yeah. Why do you tie ropey onto the broom and then
Yeah, but
worst
then
comes
it
to
still
worst, you can
takes
jump on the broom?
longer.
Yeah, but at least we'll fall slower.
Yeah, but if Ropey's connected to one of the levers, then he's connected.
Yeah.
Okay, do what you want.
Because you can tell them to unconnect, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 6 foot length of rope. You tie around, so I guess you have like I'm gonna say about 55 feet, I think. And then are you tie those one around Sarah, or just have it just?
Ropey, just stay close to Sarah.
Okay, so it sort of sneakily gets towards you. It doesn't go near you because it's respectful of boundaries.
Yes, I like Ropey.
So I'm going to say it's tied around, say, the central lever.
Yeah.
I'm pulling them down.
Pulling down now. 1, 2, 3. Floor beneath you disappears. I guess in flying, so you just sort of hover there. You're on the brooms and you're flying there. And you're looking down. You got with your torches and with your lights and stuff like that. You can see about maybe 30 feet into the darkness, and you can see it's like a shaft space, so similar to the pits that you saw there. So you go down maybe 30 feet, 40 feet, 60 feet. 60 feet, your rope stops because obviously it doesn't go that far. You go down for maybe another 30 feet, so about 90 feet, and you see the floor rising up to you. So you work it out, sort of a 100 feet drop from where you would be. And I'm guessing you sort of land on the floor and you look around. It's smooth edges to this again, the cubicle 10 by 10, and you surmise that no one will be able to get out of this.
Yeah.
It's definitely a death trap, basically.
Back up we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Worth a check,
Yeah, no, worth a check, absolutely. And now, just as you get to the top, you manage just to get there in time. So I'd say it's taking you about 5 minutes, and you hear there's like a ticking noise. And as you make it to the top, the floor swings back up, and the levers go back into place.
It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you, grappling hook.
Don't worry.
What would you guys like to do?
Well, I guess we return to the main hall.
You return to the main hall. As you make it to the great hall, you hear from the corridor, like again, I guess your lights and stuff like that. You hear, guys, and Lady Gwen arrives finally. Guys, what? You're back? Have you found the treasure? And she rushes in. She looks like a lady knight with like paladin symbols and stuff, and she looks very brave and strong and broad.
We were just waiting for you before doing anything.
Oh,
really.
brilliant! Well, you seem to have set off all the pit traps and everything. That sounds great.
Yeah.
What's down there? And she sort of looks down and
Lights.
dangerous. Oh,
yeah, I wouldn't bother.
Oh.
It's not. It's just like lots of traps. There doesn't really appear to be anything in.
Oh, so how far have you got into this place?
Up to the teleportation arch.
Teleportation. So, and she looks at it and she goes, "Oh, so it's like a pass." So, how many combinations have you guessed?
1.
Two.
Yeah.
1?
Oh no, but 1 on the path.
Oh, I thought. Oh, you know what? I think my second page of my letter was missing. I know what the sequence is.
Okay.
So she puts in.
Okay, let's take
She puts in yellow, blue, orange, and the vapor's clear, and it's just shimmers now. Yeah, don't go through on the blood red path. Otherwise, like I sent someone in, and they were like in this really small cubicle, and like apparently there were levers and stuff, and if they'd fallen in, they would have instant death. So be careful if you. So yeah,
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, terrible, and it's definitely this combination and on the path.
Oh God, I totally wrong.
Okay, yellow, glow, orange. I walk through on the path.
On the path.
Okay, I
Sweet.
don't understand, but I trust
No.
Gwen. She's a nice lass.
All right. Hello, yes, me again. Incoming technical difficulties warning. So, you may be wondering what happened to our heroes after they finally figured out how to operate the portal. Well, some bad news, I'm afraid. We took a quick break to refill our drinks, and unfortunately Muggins here forgot to restart the recording. As a result, we lost about an hour and a half of content, which is really frustrating, but nothing we can do about that. So here's a quick summary about what happened in the meantime. After solving the magic archway puzzle, our heroes were teleported into a small room with what appeared to be a statue of an 8-foot tall gargoyle with 4 arms. One of the arms was broken off and lying on the floor in front of the statue. After spending some time determining if the statue was alive or not, and then unsuccessfully trying to reattach its arm, the party discovered carved depressions within the 3 remaining outstretched arms, a perfect fit for a blue quartz gem. When a gem was placed in one of these depressions, the gargoyle's hand closed into a fist, crushing the gem to a fine powder. After a lot of debate and arguing back and forth, the party decided to repeat this process, using up the remaining blue quartz gems. As the final gem was crushed, a gem of seeing appeared within the palm of the gargoyle's broken off arm, a small reward for the party's sacrifice. By expending one of the gem's charges, it would allow the user to have true sight whenever they peer through the gem, revealing any hidden doors or passages. Rather handy for this dungeon. After solving the gargoyle/gem puzzle, the party proceeded out of the room to a great hall. Along the walls there were 2D paintings of humans and human-like creatures posing with spheres of different colours. At the south end of the hall was another stone archway, which looked very similar to the archway they saw in the entrance corridor. indicating yet another magical portal. However, after some investigation checks, our hero spotted that 2 of the painted sphere images were actually illusions covering up 2 small crawlways, one going to the south and one going to the east. Following the southern crawlway, the party entered what appeared to be some form of temple area, with 4 rows of big wooden pews facing an altar. As the party moved into the room, they could see, sprawled on the floor near the western wall, was a human skeleton in black chainmail. The skeleton's outstretched arm pointed to yet another stone archway set into the wall. This time, however, the archway's opening was filled with opaque, bright orange vapours. After examining the room, avoiding the archway but setting off pretty much every trap, so the trap in the altar, the gas traps within the front 2 pews, the party discovered a small wall slot in the eastern wall, with the letter O faintly traced above it. Figuring that some sort of ring would be needed to open the door, aught but a loop of magical metal as referenced in the poem, the party decided to check out the second crawlway from the Great Hall of Spheres. The second crawlway led to a medium-sized room with 3 large chests, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 oak bound with the thick bronze. Opening the oak chest caused a giant animated skeleton to instantly appear within the room and strike the party with surprise. After some intense rounds of fighting, with Ryan flying around the room on his broom for some reason, Sarah managed to finish off the skeleton with a big monk-like uppercut. Next, the party opened the silver chest and discovered within it a clear crystal box holding a ring of protection. Ryan rushed to get the box out, only to be hit by several darts which fired up once the box was removed from the chest. Being exhausted by so much fighting and action, and generally being terrified, the party decided to have a quick short rest before opening the last box. And that's pretty much it. You're all up to date. Let's get back to Tomb of Horrors. So you're now currently short rested. Gwen obviously had healed herself up, so everyone seems to be at full health. What would you guys like to do?
In that short rest, unless anybody has sort of given me grievance for doing it, I may have attuned myself to that ring of protection. Because my AC is so terribly low.
We'll have to give it up in a bit.
I might have to give it up in a bit, that's fine. But I've also, I think, I'm just checking how long mage armor sticks on for, because I'm feeling a little
you're feeling fragile, yeah.
It's 8 hours, not concentration.
Not concentration.
Cool, right, so I'm going to mage armor myself as well.
Yep, so you guys see this.
Yeah, actually have AC.
So you see Ryan sort of concentrate, and then there's like a slight glow, as well as him wearing his cloak of displacement. You also see like a sort of magical armor, and Gwen's like, gosh, that looks so.
It's like a small
sweet
shimmering around me.
Gosh,
I just sort of swish my hair, and I'm like, yeah, hero mode engaged. Who wants to open the last one? I feel I have not been lucky with opening boxes. I'm willing to give that.
Are we definitely going to open it?
Yeah, it might be something really good.
Come this far.
Okay.
And if not, if it's something bad, we can deal with it.
Who's opening it then? Who's opening the gold box?
You sound so dejected, Fiona. Who's doing it?
Who's opening it? Well, Gwen's like, I can open it. I don't get chances to open. Oh gosh, it's so great being on an adventure.
Gwen. It's quite overrated. It's yeah.
It's so great to just be with you guys, and you see she's got a flush of her.
Okay. You are wearing armor.
It's great.
Yeah. Okay, the trick I find of these is don't stand over it when you do it. Like, just creep over to the side and kind of flick it open if you can.
Okay.
And then we'll blast anything that comes out.
I'm gonna roll because there's a floor. She goes, yeah. She rushes over, just flips it straight open. And as she does that, a swarm of poisonous snakes leaps out and sort of goes straight on her. I need you all to make initiative. She's like, oh!
Just
hey, look, it might have been.
What did people get? Sarah. 22. Ryan.
5.
A bit better than Gwen, who rolled a natural 1. So. And Sam.
16.
16 for Sam. Right, Sarah, you again, because I guess because your monk-like reflexes, you're like, oh shit, Gwen.
Are they on her?
They're on her. Yeah.
Can I? But has she got plate armor on?
She's got chainmail on.
Chainmail.
And she's just like, oh my gosh, snakes.
Do you think? Sorry, this is it. Snakes! My fire sword, would that hurt her if it went near her?
Well, no, even if you stabbed her with it.
Well, okay, but as in like the flames associated.
No. It's not like it doesn't heat things in like a tent.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, but I'm gonna slash at snakes that are attached to her.
Yeah.
My fire sword.
Yep, go for it. She's got a hefty armour.
Perfect.
Obviously, if you roll a natural 20, also, well, we can go from there, but we'll see.
22 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay,
Super precise. Why do you roll both attacks at the same time?
Natural 1 plus 11.
No, natural ones always miss.
Yeah, sorry, in this bit we are, yep. So you managed to sort of slice a few of them off her shoulder, and then the other one she's starting to say, oh my gosh, you guys! And then she's like running around, she's got snakes on her, so you completely missed the second attack. So if you do damage for the first one.
8.
8. What kind of damage? Sorry.
With radiant.
Radiant. Just
all your sunblade damage is radiant.
Lovely, I'm going to break that down.
A couple of snake heads come off, so but there's still quite a few.
Okay, I'm going to do. Yeah, well, I'm immune to poison, so it's okay. I'm going to do 2 unarmed strikes on the snakes as well with my special point.
Nice.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20. Perfect.
Smack the
So the
snake.
second one.
Yep.
17 plus 9.
Yeah, that hits. So with the natural 20, just roll your d4 when you're doing your unarmed strike twice.
It's a D8 for monks.
Even better, do a d8 twice
D8
then.
twice.
That's the first one.
So 8 plus 7 plus 5. 20 on my
Jesus
first one.
Christ. you just go, no! And you sort of...
You actually, you miss the sunblade, and like you're like, sod this, and then grab a big snake and use that.
Yeah, and like a good lot of them sort of fall off from that, but there's still 1 or 2 like big nasty
Grab it by
bugs
the
in
tail.
there. Yeah. All right, and then your next attack to your unarmed strike.
So 1 plus 5.
5, 6. So you managed to get like a couple more. There's one big one left on her, but it's that is it. It is now the snake's go. It's gonna bite Gwen.
Oh no.
Does not get into it. Again, her plate armor is all the way up to her neck, so it's like sort of like trying to get in. Does not get in there. It is now Sam's go. I've written Sarah twice.
Oh.
I was trying to write Sam. But I knew you were quickest. You're so quick. You take Sam's go. That's what Sam, go for it.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
I love it.
All right.
And speak Silver Tongue and go, look, this is clearly not going your way. Why don't you surrender? Maybe join us. I mean, whatever. Just stop this nonsense. I mean, it's clearly not going to work. We've killed pretty much all your brethren. There's only you left. Gwen's a nice girl. You don't need to bite her.
All right. Make a persuasion check, but at disadvantage.
I love this.
I have charisma -1, by the way.
Nice.
18. 15.
Oh.
15.
So persuasion is +3. So 18.
Let's see what for him is
So from the stats here, they don't speak any languages. It can understand you.
It's not a beast.
It is a tiny beast. I'd say what it does, you talk to it, and it can sort of like that. So it's currently distracted, so that means the next person who attacks it probably has advantage on it. So, which happens to be Ryan.
I have a snake pet.
So it's distracted, is it?
I'd say it's distracted because someone tried to talk to it.
Okay.
Very good.
And Gwen's like, guys, I hate snakes.
Is it still attached to her?
Yeah, it's like wrapped around. It's almost like she's not like one of those showgirls with the snakes, but it's like wrapped around a few times and like.
It's like in Blade Runner.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
So less sexy.
I'm going to attempt to cast again the gust cantrip
Okay.
on the snake,
Brilliant.
which means it needs to make a strength saving throw, or it's pushed 5 feet away. So I'm
All
going
right.
to push it off her.
It has a -1 strength. Oh yeah, 7.
No.
Again, I think it's just and it sort of throws off her shoulders like down to the ground. She and Gwen, which is her turn next, she'll just move out of its reach. She doesn't have time to react, but it's still on the floor and it sort of rises up, ready for its next go. Sarah, it is your turn.
I felt quite mean killing the snake.
No.
Okay, I'll go for the snake.
Get the snake.
Snake. Natural 1.
Natural 1, miss. Like even with it on the ground, it sort of slithers very quickly for one snake of a swarm.
Oh dear. 15.
15 does hit.
I love that. 4 goes to
You
a
didn't
15.
deserve to hit, but yeah.
Amazing.
7 plus 7.
Yeah, when with that, you sort of, if anything, how would you like to finish this one snake, Sarah?
I'll be kind because it seemed quite sweet, so I'll just chop off its head quick. Yeah.
And it's sort of, as your sunblade goes through its neck, it sort of sizzles slightly, and it's like the meat is cauterized as it, and its head sort of rolls out, and it's almost like, thank you. as it falls dead.
I'm just. You know what? It's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got rations, but
Yeah,
You could make a really nice handbag. Snake skin. Snake skin.
I mean, it could,
Shoes.
we could actually, if we keep the skin, we can use it to stuff more poison pipes that we encounter later.
Just the whole snake.
The whole snake.
Into the pipe.
Right, actually, do you mind just
Mine needs to go into the room anyway, don't I? It's got to be me.
Well,
Yeah.
just like, can you cut off the heads of these snakes? Just, so I don't want the heads in the book. They're
Okay,
poisonous.
I do that.
You do that? Yeah, so you probably get, if you want to write down like 7 snake
Of
corpses.
various sizes.
Of various, yeah,
Or various holes.
brackets.
Thank you.
Please
I will
write that down. Yeah.
Because that is quite handy.
Quite a lot of them got blasted when you first did hit with your sunblade.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of them just disappeared into dust. But there's like, I'd say 7 because it was a swarm
Alright.
Okay.
of various sizes.
That's good.
You're right, Gwen.
Oh, you guys, I love you guys. You saved me.
I can't get Gwen.
She's not sitting down or anything, so you probably can't reach up to her shoulder. So probably her kneecap or something.
I pat her knee.
Yeah, it's clank, clank, clank on the chainmail, but yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go up to sort of Gwen and sort of, she's overwhelmed with joy at us.
Yeah, yeah,
So
obviously.
I'm going to just softly
You
behind her,
guys.
I'm going to minor illusion another snake on it.
Ah!
And I'm going to firebolt it.
Oh
Be
my
like, I got one
Oh
too!
my god, Ryan, you're so brave. I don't know how
Thank
you
you.
handle it. And she's gone even brighter red now as a result.
Before we go,
Yep.
though, can I cast Identify on the, because I just thought about, I should have done this earlier, on the Gem of Seeing. And by doing that, not only do I know what it does, but I also know how many charges
Fair
it
enough.
does. So
You
I've
can.
used one charge of it so
You've
far.
used one charge. You would surmise there's probably 11 charges left.
Yeah.
Oh, plenty.
Ah.
I've got an idea. Right, I'm going to start crawling back.
So I'm guessing everyone sort of goes back to the
Yeah.
corridor
This
of
way.
spheres. Scooped in. Gwen follows. She's a bit tearful, but she's a well-kind soul, but she's not the brightest of paladins.
Shall I go in with the ring then? That you put it on yourself, but
I mean, I have, but
So you get back to this, but you're aware that the poison gas in the chapel probably hasn't.
Abated.
It's the only
can you
thing.
hold your breath? Or can I put it in, see what happens, and then report back?
Yeah.
But I might die.
But should we-
Might be okay.
well, you are immune from poison damage.
Oh
so-
no, I'll be fine. But if something like crazy happens,
I've used up less than a third of the cube's power. We could follow in behind you, and in case something happens with her.
Yeah.
And after that rest, I've only actually expended 3 spell slots, so I'm feeling alright.
alright,
I'm okay, it's feeling topped
feeling
up.
good.
Let's
Okay.
do that. I'll activate the cube so we're not affected by.
Well, send in Sarah first, and then
Can I
just
bring- Okay.
6.
give you around.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you
Feel
take it off,
a
you
little less safe.
you feel a little less safe. Thank God those snakes did not attack you. So Sarah, are you going straight back to the chapel
Yeah.
then? And Sam, are you still staying here, or are you?
I've activated my cube, so I'm going to follow behind Sarah.
Yep.
So if something goes down.
Okay, so she's can dip back into the.
Yeah, when we hit the
barrier.
poison. When we hit
Okay.
the poison.
Gwen is probably going to stay with Brian because Brian saved her from that awful minor illusion snake, so she's going to stay there.
True.
He was
Okay.
great.
Sam and Sarah, you make your way back to the chapel, and you get sort of here, and again you can see that the gas is it's filled the entire room now, and so it's quite hard to see through it. But you could probably make your way through it. But again, it would you for yourself that you'd be poisoned if you probably go in there. You should be fine, Sarah, with your monk abilities.
Cool. So I'll just
Doop,
keep
doop, doop.
yeah, and
Yeah, you scupper
shove
forward.
that in there and
You shove it forward.
kind of take cover somewhere.
Okay. Right, so as you insert the ring into the slot, you hear it sort of go, down very sort of, and there's a crunch. And slowly but surely the gate opens to reveal a passageway. So it opens up into a corridor.
We could just say that Sam came back and used the cube.
Yeah.
And the cube.
I'll
Yeah, passport.
deactivate it and then reactivate it, so I use up another charge.
Yes, that's fine. So you come to this corridor. There's a flight of stairs going down for about 20 feet. You go down.
So there's no gas.
The gas seems to stop at the wall.
I'll follow.
Is
Yep.
it dark, the usual?
Oh yeah, it's still dark.
Okay, best for me to go forwards.
Yep. Well, I assume Ryan's still got his light cantrip.
Always.
Yep. And you get to the corner and you see a door ahead of you.
What does the features on the door?
It looks like one of the doors you've been through before, like one of the wood.
Normal push door.
Yeah.
Has he got any traps on it?
Can I have a look?
Yeah. Check for traps. So that's an investigation.
5 plus 7. 13. 12.
Looks like a door.
So many of these doors.
Looks fine to me.
Yep.
Looks fine to me, guys.
Are they there to put us on edge?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I walk along, gently push it open.
Okay, you push open the door and you see another door ahead of you.
Another door, guys.
Can I check the walls as we're going?
Yep.
You come down the stairs.
Right, I'm guessing everyone's come down the stairs so you can see Sam at least.
Yeah. I'm sort of following with my light.
Alright. What are you doing, Sam?
Gonna look in this new corridor.
Yep.
Anything strange?
Make a perception check.
Can I do that as well?
Yep.
Perception, 14.
16.
21.
Yep, you all see that in front of you the ground is slightly different.
Can I do my blasty there?
Yep. Yep, and it sort of reveals itself. The 10 feet in front of the door is clearly a trapdoor into a spike pit.
Oh dear. Someone really doesn't want us getting in much further.
No.
It's a nasty place. Why are we here again?
Treasure.
I mean, we've got a lot of stuff. We could just like cut our losses and run.
Yeah, but if that's in the early rooms, what's going to be in the final room?
Yeah, and Gwen sort of goes, "There's an undiscovered tomb. You guys, it'll be amazing to see if we can map out this whole area."
I certainly have more to draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Backstory.
I know how good you are at drawing, Sam.
I'm probably not the best person to jump over this hole.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose, Sarah, could you jump across and then I can pass you my rope and you can help?
Okay, I'll do that.
Yep, you do that with ease as being a monk. So you just almost glide over the pit. And what are you doing? You're getting your rope.
Yeah, and just pass it to Sarah so she can pull me across.
Okay. What are you doing, Ryan?
I'll fly over.
All right. Gwen's like, and she looks at, I'm not great jumping, and like clank, clank, clank. So she gets to the edge. Should I jump?
Could she go on your broom or should I throw in my rope?
She's incredibly heavy.
I was gonna say that's the problem you've got is that this can only take so much weight. You're fine because there's not much to you. Actually, there's not much to either of you.
Well, let's all
Hello.
three of us hold the rope.
You guys.
Hi.
You
Sorry.
guys.
I mean this
Why are you
quite
whispering?
practically. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. All three of us hold the rope and then we can pull.
Yeah, Ruby will help us.
Yeah, ropey.
Okay, so you.
You sure about that?
I can
10 foot.
I can try.
10 foot with a running jump. If we catch you on the other side, we should be fine. That's fine. 10 foot's not far.
So she goes, okay, guys.
And we're ready to catch her.
You ready to catch her? You'll see how heavily she lands. So what happens is that she just woo and leaps across, and it's just fine. And she's actually quite dainty when she lands, so you don't have to catch her. She's just like, oh, you guys, I did it! Ah! And again, slightly bit deeper red as she goes, let's try the next door. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm going to inspect it for traps.
Inspect it for traps. Inspect away.
Thanks, team member Gwen.
21.
Ruffles your hair. The door does not appear to be trapped.
Okay, I'll open it up.
Open it up.
Should we have a look in the new corridor?
If you want to do a perception check for me.
Oh, no, I'm lucky.
8.
5.
15.
15. Sam, these guys are just like, I don't know, congratulating Gwen on jumping so far. You notice that beneath you, again, the ground does not look the same.
Something strange in this room, guys. Hang on.
Blast it.
Blast it.
Blast it.
New pit appears as well.
I'd say. Is there anything strange about this pit? Like in the previous ones, there's like little passages at the bottom of them.
I'm guessing you look down in both pits. Doesn't seem like it looks just very spiky.
Just death.
Yeah, and like I think Gwen would be like, "Don't look down there, Sam. It's really bad. You almost fell in." Like grabbing you, like, but obviously holding you fine. Like
Gwen, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Gwen.
Okay, just making sure.
Should we do the same method of getting across?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll say you do it fine. Gwen is a bit more experienced now. She doesn't have much more of a run up, but she still sort of leaps across. So right, you are in this sort of 10 foot space. It's a bit tight again because of the pit, but you fine. You still got a wooden door ahead of you.
Check the traps.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Oh.
So you're taking the door for traps?
Investigation would be 11.
11. Door does not seem to be trapped.
Door looks fine, guys. Right, just.
No?
Fine. And you see the corridor goes on for another 40 feet and then turns right.
Look at the floor.
Look at the floor. Make perception check again.
18.
18?
21.
21?
21.
Yeah, this again. And you do your firebolt thing. Yeah, this again. Another pit.
Do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Leap across. Absolutely fine. And so you all at this end of the west end of this corridor. As you get here, can you all make me another perception check for me?
Down the corridor.
Yeah, a little bit down the corridor. Yeah. 5.
11.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So you hear it. You hear the sort of sounds of like far off music and singing and laughter coming from down this corridor. It's very, very, very faint though.
I relay this to the rest of the group.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Nothing happy sounds good.
Oh, it might be a party or something. Oh, but no one's been here for many.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so. I'm gonna bring up another charge of my detect magic
All right.
and keep that on me.
Okay.
Should we head on down and I'll keep my cube handy?
Yeah. I'm also going to, while we're staring down this hugely long corridor, I'm going to use another charge of my gem of seeing.
All right. No problem.
I keep my lantern up.
What is the marching order for this? So
I'll go first this time.
You go first.
I'm using the gem of seeing. So.
Ryan goes first, and then Sam.
I'll go side by
last.
side with Ryan.
Side by side.
So
Okay.
I'm sort of simultaneously going detect magic, gem of seeing.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So you
invisible.
use because when you use the gem of seeing, you put it up to your eye, and that's one charge. If you put it down, that will be one charge spent. So I'm guessing you hold it up to your eye, and it probably lasts about a minute, I think, isn't it? And Sarah, are you taking the
I'll
rear?
take the rear.
Alright, and Gwen will go in between you guys. So you come down about maybe 80 feet or so down this corridor, and there's nothing on the walls, it's all stony and stuff, and you come to a thick wooden door ahead of you is heavily bound with iron bands, and there are several locks keeping it shut. Again, as you go through, the music starts to get a little bit louder, but it's still quite faint. Like it's increased in volume, and there's laughter and stuff, but nothing clearly quite far off, but it's coming from behind the door. And as Ryan, you were saying with your Gemini, you don't see anything beyond the door. You don't see any secret passageways. You don't see anything.
Fine. It lasts for 10 minutes if I keep it up.
10 minutes. Good
It's
to know.
120 feet. of
Good
tree
to
side.
know. Yep.
So, does my detect magic pick anything up as I approach the door?
Nope. Nothing.
Okay. Can I inspect the door for traps? Because I'm paranoid
Of
at
course.
this stage.
And I'll do this.
Of course you can.
28.
28. The
Yes.
door does not seem to be trapped.
Okay.
It's quite a intimidating door. It's quite big, and like I said, it's got locks and iron bands on it. It's clearly well secure.
It's got locks.
You know why they lock things in these places? Treasure.
Mm.
It's normally the reason why. Anybody good with picking locks?
Is it necessarily locked? It may have a lock, but it may not be locked. Shall I try opening it first?
Go for it.
Okay.
Locked.
Yep, it's locked.
Well, we've established that it's locked.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
Gwen's like, we could always like try and hit the door. Hitting it's usually probably a good idea.
Well, should we try and the polite route first and knock?
Well, they could. These people, they might be laughing. They might be in danger. They might be people who've lived there for many years, have not escaped. They might be
People
prisoners.
who are laughing tend not to need rescuing. Well, actually, I don't know.
You
I
don't.
think if there is wizarding spells, that would not be correct. I mean, wicked. I don't really have like thieves' tools or anything like that. I can't open it myself.
Should we knock first?
You can knock if you want.
Yeah.
You knock, and the music and laughter gets a little louder, and you probably hear like, "Come in, come in."
That's always worrying, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Should we just bash the door down and see what's on the other side?
Gwen agrees. Let's bash the door down. I can actually hit something this time. Like I can properly do it.
Go for it,
Yeah.
Gwen.
Gwen goes for it.
Right, so she's gonna hit it.
Good job.
She starts chipping away at it. But it's taking a little while. She probably has like maybe 2 minutes at it, and it's starting to do damage. Like she's got rid of one of the locks on it, and the band's starting coming off. But other than that,
Shall I call for some slightly bigger help in knocking down this door?
Well, I was going to say we haven't used Sarah yet. Big guns.
Sarah.
Gwen's got like a perspiration on her forehead.
I wanted to give Gwen the opportunity to prove herself.
I think like she's had 2
She's
minutes.
fairly.
She's
Good
done
work.
2 minutes
Good
so
work.
far.
No, she's done great. She's done great. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have a go.
Okay, Gwen steps back. Like, oh, thank God! Whew, I don't know. So she sort of steps back. Lets you have a go.
Okay. Do I need to do what?
You're just gonna punch
Just
it.
just I'd roll damage. Actually, you don't.
Damage.
The door can't dodge you. Put it that way. So
Oh, 1.
1.
6.
Plus It's 5.
Maybe get one of the locks off, like an uppercut the lock, but it doesn't
Cool.
doesn't seem to move.
And have another go?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
think I'm just going to keep going.
Keep going. If anyone else wants to help.
6 plus 5.
Yeah, that does a little bit more damage to it. You can see some cracks coming towards, like, around some of the bands and stuff.
Okay.
You guys are doing good.
1 plus 5. How's the door?
It's still standing, but there's lots of cracks in it. It's starting to. I think a couple more hits like that probably will take it down.
Can't you just use a fire thingy?
I was letting you have your moment, right? A chance to prove yourself.
4 plus 5.
Still standing, but doesn't look great.
Alright, I'm gonna firebolt it.
Alright.
I'm watching all this reckless warrant of destruction and I'm getting very jealous.
Alright, how much damage?
I cast silence on Ryan. I'm joking.
16 fire damage.
Funnily enough, the fire goes to hit it, but it screens off it. It doesn't look like it's taking any damage at all.
I've actually discovered something quite interesting about this
6
stuff.
plus 5.
It seems to be magic. Like, I'm just talking
Alright.
while Sarah's bashing at the door.
Yeah, it gets to the point where you think one last hit probably could get it.
5 plus 5.
Yeah, and the door crashes open. And as the door falls away, you hear the sounds of confusion and distress coming from the north. A faint glow, that of a small flame, shines in the distance. And the walls of the passageway ahead of you are of white alabaster, and the floor is highly polished, smoke grey marble. What do you guys do?
So
Well-
we don't see any people.
You don't see any people. All you see is a small flame in the distance.
Just like a floating flame.
Can't tell at this distance.
Well, I've still got my gem of tracing
Mhm.
up. It's 120 feet.
Yep.
Just still a small flame.
It's still a small flame, yeah.
Would I recognise this as a magical thing? Or...
Do an Arcana check, yeah. And you've got your... it's only 30 feet, isn't it?
That's 18.
18. Not seen anything like this before.
No. Fair enough.
Want to sneak up or like?
I think it knows we're here.
Yeah,
I
I
get
guess
the
it's
distinct
not down the
impression that it knows we're here.
door. Okay.
Yeah, well, why don't we just approach? Maybe your lantern will reveal something. I want to go second, I think.
You want to go second?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Cool.
Sam going first.
Sacrificial lamb.
Stealthing along.
Yeah, should we go carefully? This is very strange.
I can try.
Yeah, everyone make self checks then. Gwen is not probably going to do... she doesn't do very well at all. Oh dear.
No.
10.
10?
17.
17.
8.
So, Sam, you hit maybe after 30 feet, you feel the floor in front of you dip violently forward at a slope. And can you all roll me initiative for me just now? Will our heroes make it through Asaret's tomb unscathed? Will Lady Gwen, aka Quest Help, be of further use? Find out next time on What Am I Rolling? The What Am I Rolling podcast was created, recorded, and edited by me, Fiona Howat. This episode's players were Sam Robbins, Ryan Harris, and Sarah Cook. This episode's RPG one-shot was Tomb of Horrors, a Wizard of the Coast Dungeons & Dragons adventure module. Find out more about the Wizard of the Coast and the world of Dungeons & Dragons by going to dnd.wizards.com. The theme music was 8-Bit March by Twin Musicom from twinmusicom.org, licensed under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you want to find out more about the podcast, check out the website www.wairpodcast.com. Fancy getting in touch? Email us at whatamirollingpodcast@gmail.com. Finally, follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at WAIR_podcast for the latest news and upcoming episodes.